All right, good morning, everyone. It is 5 minutes after 11 o'clock on September 1st, 2021, and today I get to do a $168 recap. So I traded ABVC, PLAN, RUN, and SQBG. So let's just kind of take a look at it here. Let's start with ABVC. I think this was the first thing that I traded. Okay. So I think this was the first trade that I took this morning. Although actually, I think it was actually planned. Let me see here. I bought one of these things for the move over the here. Actually, my first trade was on RUN. Well, since ABVC is on the sort of, it's on the bottom here, and usually it's chronologically listed chronologically. I don't know. Maybe it's backwards alphabetically. I don't know how this thing is organized. I'd really appreciate it if they organized it more. My broker organized it by time. Maybe it's something I can look into. But it looks like actually it's in alphabetic order, but it's starting with the A's at the bottom. A, P, R, S. Yeah, looks alphabetic. So anyway, all right. The first one we're going to look at is ABVC. Now, ABVC, I think this is one that started to pop up toward, this is 8:30, yeah. So this is one that started to pop up. When I got into the office, a little bit after 8 this morning, and it started to pop up soon after I got into the office, and it kind of popped up and consolidated in this area right here. Let's see what the pre-market high is. Pre-market high is 459. So, okay. So then I had it on watch. I didn't really know what to expect from this thing because the headline isn't really all of that impressive. ABVC Biopharma files patent cooperation treaty applications for its depression, ADHD drugs. This wasn't out. Actually, that's right. I couldn't find a headline on ABVC. And so it was just on watch. And I was just kind of like, yeah, I don't know what's going on with the stock, but you know, if it gives an opportunity, I'll trade it. So the first trade that I took on ABVC here was for 400 shares right here. And it was acting like it was going to curl up. Let me get rid of that dotted line for just a few minutes here. Get trend line, horizontal array. So right here, so here's the opening price right here at 406, right? And so then it ran up to $4.40, and then it hit 440, and then just dumped, right? But it didn't dump past the opening. I don't know if you want to call this an opening pivot, because it's not exactly a pivot, but this opening support, range, it dumped, but it didn't dump past it. It didn't dump below it. So buyers came in close to the open, within a few cents of the open, and started buying it. So I bought 400 shares right here in this candle. And I think it was for around $4.10 a share. And it started to run, actually, and then it started diving down. And so I dumped it. Once it started moving down, I dumped it for 4 cents profit, which is, $17, $16 on 400 shares. So it's kind of like, kind of a, whatever, and so then it was just really choppy after that. So there just wasn't a lot there to trade. But I did keep an eye on it, and I was kind of watching it for this break of 441 because it came up and tapped 441 here and got beat down. Tapped 441 here and got beat down. Tapped $4.40 here and got beat down, and then tried to make another attempt for it. But it was giving an upward wedge kind of a movement. So I was like, well, if it breaks 441, so I put in an order. If it breaks 441, and there's a bid or an order for 442 goes through, I was like, okay, then you know what? I think I'm going to go for a quick trade on this thing. So I had another 400 shares lined up at $4.44. So as soon as I saw an order filled on the level 2 that came across as $4.42, I bought it. I bought the candle. I bought the what do you call it? The price at $4.44. I think I was filled. Actually, I was filled at $4.37, which is interesting because what happened as soon as I clicked buy, it dropped down here to $4.37, $4.38 right here, and I bought really close to the end of this candle right here. So I don't know if this. I don't know. TradingView doesn't do a really good job of keeping historic prices chronologically really well documented. So this is a bit misleading. This isn't exactly how the price action went. This graphical representation of the price action isn't accurate, but whatever. So I was in at $4.37 after it broke 442, and then it launched up to 475. And I hit sold. As soon as I saw it run up, and it ran up really quickly, I clicked sell. And so I only managed, out of that move, I only managed to get about 16 cents on 400 shares, which, you know, it comes out to, what is that, 90, 60, about 60, 70, 80 bucks, almost 80 bucks. Or no, right at 80 bucks. So I didn't get the, like when I hit sell, when I hit the sell button, it was, you know, I was in at 437, so I was out at $4.53. And I tried to hit the sell button as quickly as I could after it ran up because I knew it was going to be fast. I knew it was going to be a fast break. So that was ABVC. Then let's see, what was next? Well, next on the list, we'll just go by the list, is PLAN. Yeah, and PLAN was a break-even trade. Let me see if I marked it off. I did. Okay. So I had orders in between $65.78 and $64.63 in order for it to come down and get support in this sort of range, this Fibonacci range right here, where there's also a bit of a long-term support line was present there as well. So the price came down, but it didn't come to my area where it was going to fell me. And this happened really quickly. This dropped down into this zone and then the run back up. And then it closed, let's see, open, high, close, let's see. Oh no, open, okay, so open here and close there. Okay, and so then on the move back in above this Fibonacci level at $67.02, I attempted to buy for the move back over 67.02, but I got filled at $67.30. And there's kind of, so that 30 cents, you know, it may not be a big deal to a lot of people, but to me it kind of is, you know. And I was going for 200 shares on PLAN. And so, you know, 30 cents on 200 shares represents 60 bucks, which, I mean, the big picture of things, it's not much, but it's not really, the entry that I really wanted was 67.03, 67.05, something like that. Well, so it ran up to 67.64 and then started pulling back. And I dumped it, even though it says I have a 7-cent loss, which, I mean, I guess technically I do have a 7-cent loss. I've just got out of it break even and left it alone. Now, it did wind up bottoming out in here and then making a move higher. So I did let it go too soon. I mean, I definitely could have made a couple $100 if I were patient enough to hold on to it. But I don't really I like to be a part of the moves up. I don't like being part of the grinding. I usually don't like being part of the grind. I usually only like being part of the big move up. And so it's kind of like, you know, I come from the school, and I may need to change this because I have been leaving quite a bit of money on the table with the mentality of I want to be a part of the big move up and not the grind. But anyway, it's breakout or bailout. So it wasn't breaking out. I didn't want to be in it negative. I let it go. life goes on. All right, next one up here. Let's see. RUN. So I managed to make a few bucks on RUN. Let's see if I marked the trade. Okay, so RUN was a break over the open. So here we have the opening price. It came down and and I had orders actually pre-programmed in at starting at $46, and I don't remember why I chose 21 cents, but it was at 46.21 through 45.81, I believe. Let's see what it had to have been, 45.81. And it just didn't come down that far. It just didn't come down far enough to fill me. And so then I saw it breaking back above its opening price here. Its opening price is at $46.93. So I bought 200 shares, pretty close to $46.93. I remember I put an order in for a little bit higher than $46.93. It may have been like $46.99 or something like that. I don't remember where I got filled, but it did a pretty good job. It went from $46.90. Well, actually, let's see. The break of $46.93 happened there, and it made a high of $47.35. So I managed to get 27 cents of that break for the open, and 54 bucks total. Roughly 54 bucks is what that real quick trade got for me. And then SQBG. Now I did not really expect to trade this one, and the reason is the headline here is sequential brands to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, shares plunge. So for whatever reason, this thing's catching momentum today. I can't explain it to you. I don't know why. But basically, I was just watching the level 2. I didn't even have this thing up on chart. And the level 2 was moving really fast, and it was breaking out over a high of the day. My level 2 has the bid, open, high, ask, previous close, so on and so on it. And so in watching that and watching just the level 2, I saw it breaking into higher prices with volume. And so I just bought real fast. I bought 300 shares real quick and I bought it actually on this candle right here at 10:13 and some change. I don't remember exactly what time it was. And then sold it before it went into a halt right here the next minute. So if you look down at the timestamps down below, you can see 10:14 down here in this area. Went into a halt at $7.81 and then opened and fell back. So, and then it fell back quite a bit there. So I did let it go a little bit too quickly, but I also, I made money on it. So it's kind of like, I didn't maximize my gains, but I made money on it. And I was just like, I can't believe it's squeezing into a halt. Something that's about to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, I don't know, and it's rallying, or just really strange. It's really strange behavior. So, okay. That is everything that I traded today. The S&P is moving really slowly today. A lot of back and forth, in a tight range. 451 to 452, like a dollar range. Not a lot going on there. VIX is working on coming down below the support line right here. Bitcoin is still consolidating. And that's all that's going on today. I'm going to call it a day here. $168, it's a little bit low, but it was a little bit slow today. So GBS, these are things that were on watch this morning. GBS is a dog thing. GBS, I don't know why it was catching a bid this morning. I think it had something to do with news on StockTwits, but I'm not sure. The news that came up on StockTwits was recycled old news about it marketing in Japan, or marketing in China, marketing a product in China for a saliva test for diabetes management. So it was old news, and I guess somebody decided to bid it up this morning. pre-bell. I mean, the thing is traded rather significant number of, you had 22 million or 20, almost 23 million shares traded today on GBS, and the thing is just dying off. I didn't expect much out of GBS today. I was skeptical about GBS. If it had given a setup, then I would have taken it, but there is nothing going on with this thing. Just no setup. Even this little run, $4.11 to $4.35. I mean, good luck trying to like predict that. That's in, I don't know. It's just whatever. And then the other one, let's see, ABVC. I traded that one. Airbnb. Oh no, SB. What's the other one that I had on watch this morning? Let me look at my phone. GBS, PLAN, RUN, and ABNB. RUN. Did I trade? Yeah, I traded RUN. Yeah, that's right. I already went over it. SQBG, Surprise, Airbnb. There's going to be an obvious setup on Airbnb soon. All right, and ABVC. All right, everybody. Good luck out there. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tap the bell, and I will see you at tomorrow morning's strategy session. All right, everybody. I am out.